You are live. You are live, and so is my printer. So you're going to hear that printing while I'm doing this. I have Miss Ella on here with me today, y'all, but Miss Ella not joining me today. I didn't change that. I'm sorry. I'm not sure if I can change it now that we're live. So it is what it is. How about that? Can I change the name? Edit the name? Yeah, I can edit the name live. Whoops. Boy, I'll tell you. There are some things that you just got to go with the flow. There I am. I'm Pastor Willie. I'm your host for another edition of Kingdom Fundraisers Live. And listen to y'all, um, my topic today is a lot different than it has been on a regular basis as we talk about fundraising. Um, Today, I really, because of the loss of my brother and my friend, Brother Robert Woodson, I've been on this thing every day since he passed away 1 week ago today, or 1 week ago Wednesday, I'm sorry. Um, and I want to talk about legacy before funding. And I've been doing Kingdom Fundraisers with you guys now for several years. And I love every minute of it, but there are some things that has happened that caused me to shift in what I do, what I say, how I do it. And I want to share all of this with you guys, if you allow me. I know in a few minutes, I hope, and I guess Brother Mark, my brother, will be joining me live. He's usually catching on right away, but I'm not seeing him right now. And he made some requests for me on my page that I have not yet been able to honor. But today I want to talk about legacy. I want to talk about, because I see him joining. Here he comes. Here he comes. I believe with all my heart. Thank God. Mark, I was a little late too, so I get it. About a minute late, but I'm looking to see if this is my friend Mark or is this somebody else joining me on Facebook Live. I didn't get to do my Zoom today to connect, but yeah, it is Mark, y'all. It's Mark. He's here. Thank you, Lord. My brother is here. There he is. I knew he was coming. There he is. Blessed day, everybody. He said, thank God it's fundraising Friday. So he's speaking to you, me and you and everybody that's watching. It's late in the morning for him, y'all. It's already after midnight his time. So I'm grateful that he takes this time of day. He and I and his wife Doris have been talking about my podcast that I was planning on doing, and it's my webinar was scheduled really for this week. I've asked him and her to give me a couple of weeks to regroup after losing one of my dear brothers, my mentor. And I've been on the phone with people all over the country who have worked with Mr. Woodson um, and kept vision into us um, and showed us how to do what we do. Me and Brother Gary Wyatt out of Akron, Ohio. We had a long conversation where we've talked almost every day since last Wednesday. I've talked to Terrence Matthews, who was the bookkeeping accountant for that organization for well over 20 years, if not longer, this morning. And I've been talking to people off and on who have been a part of this legacy. And Mark says, exciting things about Kingdom Fundraising soon. It's coming, y'all. It is. It's coming. Because we want to teach people how to fundraise in 90 days. We want to show them how to do that. And I'm working with clients right now, showing to them, do this, do this, do that, and you can get some funding. It may not be a $150,000 grant because it may not be out there, but you can raise, what this organization yesterday is looking for $50,000 before the meeting July, so that they can do an 8-week summer program before school goes back. And I'm showing them step by step the things that you can do. But more than anything else, everybody, you need to be prepared and qualified for funding. You need to have your ducks in a row so that when you're asking for money and they ask you for this document, and this document, you know what document they're asking you for, and you have them in your hand. That's one of those things that I learned from the Woodson Center when it was called the Center for Neighborhood Enterprise. I learned what I need to do, and what I learned from people, guess what? I give it to you. And then I help you do that. I give you the tools, I give you the resources, I give you what I know, I give to you. And that's what was happening to me. And that's how we built the legacy. I look at what Mr. Woodson did, and now that he's gone, the Josephs that had been in his army, a disciple for the last 5+ years. A few of us that are still there, some of them gone and gone to do their own thing, but Brother Gary and I, for example, are still there. John Ponder out of Las Vegas, we're still there doing what we do. So I give that, I talk about legacy today intentionally because I want you to not just build funding, I want you to build a legacy. I'm always talking to you all about sustainability, from startup to sustainability. And that sustainability helps you build what that legacy and so um, what are you building? Let me answer that. I'm thinking. What are you building that's going to outlive you? What are you building that's going to outlive you? Or are you just fundraising for the sake of raising money? Thank you, Mark, for this. Drop a tag below for a person in your organization you want to bless with this information. uh, Drop a tag below for a person. Hello, or an organization you want to bless with this information today. And let's grow together. Good for you, Mark. Amen. Tell somebody. I ask that question again. What are you building that's going to outlive you? Huh? I know it's a deep and heavy question, but the reality is, what I think we should be working on, it should not just be a selfish thing. Um, Mr. Woodson meant a lot to me. He 25 years plus of learning and listening. We were laughing because I tell people that he helped fund me or bless our organization almost a year that we were together. But the truth was, it wasn't just about the money, it was about the knowledge. Um, and how he influenced my thinking, how he helped me shape the way that I saw serving in the neighborhood, not just as a pastor in the church, but how to serve the community that God placed me into. As a leader, as a pastor of the church, there were people that lived in that whole neighborhood. How do I affect that whole neighborhood? Pastor Harris and I had a short conversation last week after him seeing some of the videos about Mr. Woodson and what the work he was doing. And I thank God he recorded almost everything he did, and I'm going to be leaning into that. I'm doing that now. I shared with a student earlier today all of my videos right here on StreamYard. You can go to my YouTube channel and you can you can go to my videos. Sister Doris said to me one thing we were just talking about how to help people learn how to raise funds in 80 days, or how my fundraising made simple plan is to use my videos and to help people learn from that. I'm going to follow that principle. And so these are lessons that I've not forgotten with him. And there's something else I'm going to get to in a minute, and that's the principles that he gave me. Hello, y'all. And so, what are you doing that's going to outlive you? I'm going to ask that one more time. What are you building that will outlive you? Hmm? Answer that for me. Yeah, I stopped on purpose because I want to know, what are you building? I want you to answer that for me. I want you to DM me that information. I got some call to action that I want y'all to work on. But that's what I keep thinking about. Okay, so Let me give you some things. I always like to give you some things to do. Um, and what I call to action. I don't want to make this a call to action day where I teach you how to book a call or how to hire me as your and how to buy my course. That's not what today is about. I'm making today's call to action about reflection, about action, about community building. And to that end, then I can talk about my webinar because that's what the webinar is about. But today's message is about reflecting on the work that Mr. Woodson did and taught me to do to teach you to do. So let me ask you three simple questions. Uh, I hope Mark is a little bit ahead of me where he can post question number one. So it'll be on there for people um, to see here in a minute. But the first question I want to ask you is simply this: who is already solving a problem in your community that you need to know? I'll ask that question again. Who is already solving a problem in your community that you need to know? I asked that question because Mr. Woodson taught us don't just study the problem, find the people that's solving them. Hello. Who's already out there doing the work? What community people? I'll give you another example. In my book, where's the book at? Here, right there. In this book, you can. In this book, Taxes and Ties is Your Money. Yes, it's on Amazon. I know pastors. The book, the very first chapter of the book is entitled "Pastors Just Be Pastors." Just be a pastor. What do you mean, Pastor Willie? I'm glad you asked. There are people in your congregation that already going to community meetings, already involved with fraternities and sororities, and they're doing things in the community. They're part of Red Hats or whatever they're doing in your church. Gather those leaders together. I call them leaders because they're busy doing community stuff. They're teaching children. They're babysitting groups of kids after school. They're doing something to help strengthen your neighborhood and your church. And instead of just trying to build disciples to come to church and give tithes and offering and then go back home, find out who those leaders are, get with those individuals and find out what they're doing in the community. Hello. That's a part of the principle, y'all. Find out, hmm? I'm sorry, find out who that person is in your community, right? Find out who they are because you need to know what they're doing. And so this way, you're not just solving a problem, right? You're finding the people that's doing it. You're not trying to do it all yourself. So I want you to identify one grassroots leader, one ministry, a volunteer, a mentor, a teacher, a coach. Hello, a coach. We got a gentleman in our church, Rick Scott. He's out there with youth every day. So if he's already working with the youth and I got something I can help the youth with, why do I need to go do it myself? Hey, Brother Rick, can we work together on this? Just finished talking to a young lady in Jacksonville, Florida, Miss Kim. Miss Kim, this vision God gave you, don't try to do it yourself. Connect with people that are already out there. Identify one grassroots leader, ministry, volunteer, mentor, teacher, coach, or community builder this week and go connect with them. That's your assignment. Don't just solve the problem, find the solving them. Go find this leader, ministry, volunteer, mentor, teacher, coach, community builder, decrease so God can increase. Quit trying to do it yourself and find the ones out there doing it and find out how you can partner with them. Watch this. Partnering with them builds your scenario. Question number two. Let me see. I don't know. I got to come and see if Mark has posted that question. No, not yet. But worry about it, Mark. I got it. Um, he may be busy with doing something else. The second question is, which in principle does your organization need most right now? Well, you don't know all the principles, do you? Well, one of the things he taught us in the principles, I just gave my pastor the book, Lessons from the Least of These, that was written by Mr. Woodson. And in that book, he teaches these principles that he's been teaching all of us the last, in my case, over 25 years. Principles, I'm going to name them: competence, integrity, transparency, resilience, uh, witness, innovation, inspiration, agency, access, and grace. Pick one and work on that principle this month. Every month, you can work on a principle that's going to build and strengthen your organization. So, which one of them do you need now? Watch it. I'm making this one available to you all, too, by the way. All of this stuff I'm talking about is going to be made available to you all. If you DM me later on, I'm going to talk about it. I'm going to tell you exactly what you need to do. Which one of these principles do you need right now? Your organization, you might need them personally. Competence, who around you is competent? Who can help you grow? You want integrity, you want your organization to be represented well. Transparency, be real. Resilience, witness, innovation, inspiration, agency, access, and grace. Pick one and work on it this month. Work on the one you need, not the one you already do. Because since you already do it, it's automatically natural. Third question, what are you building that will outlive you? I said that earlier. That's the main thing for me today. What are you building that will outlive you? Because Mr. Woodson's legacy continues because he built something that was larger than himself. Hello, somebody. He met about 50 to 80 of us every single month on Zoom. Why? To talk to us, to encourage us, to share these principles with us, and to tell us how to go out there and do it again. Duplicate. Build disciples. Show yourself. Let people see you and let them want to know how you're doing what you're doing so you can show them how to do it too. Write one paragraph this week. Here's your assignment for that one. What am I building that I hope will still be helping people 10 years from now? What am I building that's going to help people 10 years from now? That's even more, that's even me. I'm grateful that there are people in my life that are in Youngstown that I've helped and that are still doing what they're doing. Organizations that are still growing from the different locations in the world and the country that I've worked with. But it's even more than that for me now, because I hear the charge of God to say, it's on you. My wife even sat in the room and said the other day, it's on me. So if you believe that these things you want to know more about, you want to help, I want you to DM me the word legacy. Legacy. DM me the word legacy. Are you with me? Not fundable. Today is not a fundable day. Today is a legacy day. If you want to learn it from these principles, it's my thing. My computer just went crazy on me. What are you doing? DM me the word legacy. I guess I'm not supposed to be doing this part. And if you send me there, Mark, you're there. I knew you were there. I guess you're still here in my heart. DM me the word legacy if you want to know how to use these principles to build your legacy based on the work that you're doing. I'm not telling you don't go get funding because I'm all about it. I want to show you how to get funded in 90 days. We are working on my webinar so that we can either do it every Friday for you and build this script so that you can go online and get the information on how to be funded in 90 days. How do you get it? It's there for you to do. I'm not abandoning that principle. I also want to know, what are you doing and how can I help you build a sustainable organization to build your legacy, to grow. Brother Gil, bless you. Thank you for joining me from Pakistan today. What are you doing to build your legacy there in Pakistan? Many of the individuals that I'm connected with there, specifically in Pakistan and in India, and in Africa, portions of Africa, Ghana, Kenya, um, Uganda, Nigeria, places all over the world that I'm hearing from you all. Many people are saying, "Hey, Pastor Willie, I need this and I need that Bible. Will you come on and preach and teach and talk to my people?" All of that's good. But the question is, what are you doing to build a legacy? That people, when you're gone 10 years from now, what are you doing? God bless you, sir. To build a legacy so when you're gone, folks remember you. They remember that you spoke into their lives about Christ. They remember that it's because of the word that was given by you that their life changed, that their marriage changed, that their children grew up strong. What are you doing that's going to outlive you? That's the question for today. What are you doing that's going to outlive? And if you can answer that question, guess what? You'll be all right. I don't know what happened to my screen. I think I'm still here. Well, yeah, my screen is acting crazy, but that's okay. I know I'm here. I know you're here. So here's what I want to do. If you want to know more about how to do what I'm talking about doing, um, let me do this, and then I'm going to go. If you DM me the word legacy, what I'll do is I'll send you the Woodson Reflection worksheet that I just talked about and the list of Woodson principles that we just discussed. I want to send you them if you DM me the word legacy, right? And then I want to let you know that over the next week, we're going to continue with this conversation because one of the ways that we honor the legacy of Mr. Woodson is by building organizations that last. Yes, we're going to talk about funding, how to be a fundable organization in 90 days. We're going to do that. Because that's exactly what we're going to discuss in my Fundraising Made Simple Live podcast. How to build fundable organizations in 90 days. So um, if you're ready, we're going to give you the fundable checklist. Send me the word legacy. You're going to get this Woodson checklist worksheet, actually. But I'm going to send you a fundable check. The checklist, you'll answer, who do we serve? What do we do? What results will you produce, right? And when you complete it, we do this. I'm going to show you your checklist. Who do we serve? What do we do? What results do you give? Right? And then it asks the question, who do I help? What do I do for them so that they can? That's it. Simple, powerful, attainable. So send me DM the word legacy. I'll send you the Woodson Reflection worksheet, and I'll get you ready for Fundraising Made Simple Live that we intend to do here in the next few weeks. Amen. Mark said the video and audio is still doing fine. Thank you, Mark. Because I'm telling you, it went blank on me for a few minutes and kind of threw me off. But you all know I know what I'm doing. Watch this thing here. Watch the video, share it with somebody, but DM me the word legacy. If you're watching from wherever you are and you want to learn and want to figure out how to build that legacy, build your organization so that it lasts when you're gone. That's the bottom line, y'all. We want to build organizations and that are last when I'm gone. I still want people to be able to go out and help build character in other people, especially our young folks. So if you send me the word the word legacy, we'll take care of you. Thanks for joining me today on Kingdom Fundraisers Live. I hope I don't sound too broken and messed up, but it's only because I'm really focused. My head is really into what I've been experiencing this last 10 days. And I want you to know something. I love you and ain't nothing you can do about it. I'll see you this time next week. Don't forget to DM me legacy. Bye bye.